Hi Scorpio, this is your July forecast. If you'd like a private reading with me or hypnosis to facilitate permanent change, do use the link below. Do check your sun, moon and rising. A lot of the same cards have been coming out and we have had two major arcana cards in just about everybody's reading. You have three. Big month for you Scorpio, so let's start with your major arcana cards. You have the Tower card when it comes to your work, and I chose two other cards to come out to explain which, and you got another one there, the Wheel of Fortune. And then in your love life you do have, so you've got four major arcana cards: the Empress in your love and the Strength card in your health. So let's start with your career, study and finance. So you are, there is travel, there is expansion, there is online, there is growth, there is more education. There's also this idea of principles and being directionless, not knowing which direction we're going. So, you know, there's been this and that happening. This scenario is being put forward, and no, that's been changed to this scenario. And there's been so much up and down, starts, stops, U-turns, reversals because of the Mercury retrograde, that as we're going through into July, there's you know, a lot going on. We don't know what the outcome will be, but after the 7th, things start to move forward. So the second week on, I think you can have that that relief and that sigh of relief that it is that you're looking for. So sudden change, sudden loss, sudden dissolvement when it comes to work, but the onside of that is the luck that comes from that. Someone is walking away. So if it is you who loses their employment, or you've had enough and you walk out, you're walking into employment, which is much better for you. If it's one of your co-workers, or they're suddenly closed, or there's been a sudden accident, there's some sudden buyer or some sudden change, there's something sudden and changing at work that is major, that involves you, there is a leaving of some sort, but you're in the right place at the right time to get that reward from that risk that it is that you're taking. This is study, career, and finance. So, you know, if we're trying to get a loan and it falls through, the next loan will be better, or you get more money, or you get an offer of money from somewhere else. Now, your employment itself, you might find you're stuck. So if you're focused on the 9th house all of this month, that is your travel, that is your education, it is your long-term goals. It's also the psychological aspect on how we live our life, what we grew up with systemically, fundamentally. Our ideals and how we live our life. There is going to be a culture shock there. There is going to be a wake-up call there, which is going to help you through this. It's actually really, really positive. Sounds disastrous because the Tower card always is hot and sudden and chaotic. But through that, you're leaving hurts behind, and there's luck and right timing with that. And then also there's that benefit there as well. So for example, if you work in the travel industry or educational, you might find that there's a sudden blockage or a sudden stoppage there, which means that you have to go an alternate route, which actually is more beneficial for you because it's a big change. Those are two major arcana cards, two changes there. So what is there that's chaotic, that suddenly stops this, that gets us in the right place, to move us forward in something that is, you know, beneficial for us? Two big changes there. When it comes to our home, we do have the King of Wands. Now, you might have to see your landlord or your bank at some sort of stage during the month because of issues with the neighbours or complaints from the neighbours. For others, this is about taking a risk on purchasing a house, expansion on your house, people coming and living in your house, reflecting on you know what it is that you're doing. So with this change that's happening with your job, it might change what's happening with your home life as well. When it comes to your health, we do have the Strength card, major arcana card. It looks like we need to take that risk. It looks like this is karma. It's time. You've had that cycle going on for a while now, and you've reached that natural conclusion. So whatever it is, don't be afraid to take that risky route, because it looks like this is going to give you those dividends. Now, this is about which monster do we feed when we're talking about the psychological or the emotional? Do we feed the fear, or do we feed and the coward, or do we feed the strength and the person who pushes through no matter what? So the survivor, if you want to call it. So this is about taking a risk, something that we might be afraid of doing, but getting those excellent results. Is a major arcana card, so it's saying there is a major change here after this. Now, it is an 8 card, so there might be a procedure or some sort of surgery to go with that. With your love, we do have the Empress card. This is hitting bank. So this is your 4th major arcana card. Now, this is about a blossoming romance, something that's karmic, something that's important, something you can grow on well into the future if this is someone new. This is a Sagittarius, Leo, or an Aries. Now, if we're looking about on a whole, for some of you, because that is the pregnancy card, there is a hereditary card there as well. And there's changes in the home where we might have some sort of expansion. So for some Scorpios, this involves a change within my family unit, which ends a cycle that we have had, which is about expanding on that unit. Okay, Drawing Virtue messages from the angel, Scorpio, is... That health card is also hereditary as well. Because it's got the lion on there, and you are focused on the 9th house all of this month. You need to take some changes and action in your home and your 12th house of secrets and endings and cycles coming to an end. Okay, Ariel says follow your intuition and your gut on this, and if you can't do that, then just let the sudden opportunity happen. Shanti, exactly the same card as this one. So this is about pregnancy, and it's about hereditary, and it's about peace and tranquility moving forward. So if this is about pain, getting some sort of procedure done, some sort of change here that makes us feel relaxed and makes us move forward. If this is about pregnancy, whatever change here starts us fresh into that new cycle. If it's something that's hereditary, there's something new that we can do. And we've got a loved one telling us, Scorpio, that they are there watching with you throughout this time, and for you to think about your future, stemming from what happened around about the eclipse, in May or in June, there's a decision that needs to be made, and you have to make that decision based on what's best for you. So be kind to you and those you love, and from Jedi side, Jake, may the force be with you.